Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you everyone? Here we go again with our another subtopic. Our topic today is subtraction of fraction. Right. In this subtopic, you are going to achieve two objectives. First one, subtract any two numbers involving whole numbers, proper fraction and mixed number. Subtract any two numbers from one number involving whole number, proper fraction and mixed number. Okay, before that, I would like to remind you again the form of fraction. This is proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed number, and whole number. Alright. Okay, before we start, okay, everyone get ready with your stationery, your book. And next one, you can control this video, right? If you want to have a rest for a while, you can pause the video, or you can watch the video again next time. Okay. Okay, before we move into the subtraction of fraction, I would like to have some quick review on some mistake in addition of fraction. Okay, the first one is you cannot add the fraction the same way you add whole number. Alright, so in whole number, okay, whole number you can do, or you can add like this: 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Okay, this is correct. But in fraction, you cannot add the numerator and the denominator and denominator as simply as adding the whole number. No, this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong, right? You cannot add 3 plus 3 equal to 6, 2 plus 2 equal to 4. No, you cannot add the fraction the same way you add the whole number. You have to understand the concept and try again. Alright, look again, watch again the video, and hopefully you can understand better about it. Okay, next one, another mistake is a weakness is finding the lowest common multiple to determine the common denominator. Right? For example, we have this type of this question: 2 over 3 plus 1 over 6. We can see here the denominator is not the same. So in adding or subtracting fraction, we have to make sure the denominator is the same. So some of you had problem with this one. Okay, he or she cannot find the common denominator for this one. The problem is in multiplication facts or CFA. So you have to practice or memorize your CFA. Okay, the next one, did not convert improper fraction into mixed number. Okay, some of you got the answer correct in improper fraction, but you have, whenever you have improper fraction, you have to convert it into mixed number. Okay, that is why before we learn about subtraction and addition of fraction, we learn how to convert improper fraction to mixed number to improper fraction. Okay, that is why. So you have to do not leave the answer in improper fraction. You have to convert it into mixed number. Okay, like this one. Right? So another one is, do not simplify the fraction. Okay, you get the answer already, but in fraction, your answer or your fraction must be simplified into the simplified form, simplified fraction. Mesti dalam bentuk yang termudah sekali. How? By using addition of Yes, the addition, not the addition, the division. Okay, by divide with the same number, you will get the simplified fraction. Okay, this is also a problem in multiplication facts or CFA also. So you have to practice your multiplication fact or CFA, because multiplication and division is very related to each other. Okay, alright. Let's start with our subtopic, subtraction of fraction. Okay, for example, we have a question here. How many parts of the mooncakes left? Right, 1 7 over 8 minus 5 over 8. Okay, this one here is mixed number. This is proper fraction. Okay, this one is mixed number. Okay, nombor bercampur. Okay, ada whole number, ada nombor bulat, dan ada fraction, ada pecahan. So dia dipanggil sebagai mixed number. So 1 7 over 8 minus 5 over 8. Well, we are going to subtract, or we are going to find the answer. Alright. So 1 7 over 8 minus 5 over 8. So in diagram, this is the form of the diagram. Okay. Alright. One here is actually, okay, is presenting this one. Why this is called as 1? Because it actually 8 over 8. When we have 8 over 8, that means that we have the whole part. Kita ada keseluruhan bahagian. Keseluruhan bahagian itu adalah menjadi 1. Okay? Sebenarnya dia ada 8 bahagian. Okay? 8 parts. Kalau kita ada kesemua, maksudnya kita ada keseluruhan. That means 8 over 8 equal to 1. Alright. So this one is 7 over 8. So minus 5 over 8. Okay, we want to subtract 5 over 8 here. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, you can see the denominator is the same, right? Penyebutnya sudah sama. So it's already a simple one, a simple question for you. So you do not change the denominator. Okay, you subtract the numerator. 7 minus 5, so the answer is 1 2 over 8. But this answer is not the final answer, because 2 over 8 here can be simplified, boleh dimudahkan lagi. So macam mana nak mudahkan? By divide with 2. Divide with 2, then we have 1 over 4. So this is the final answer in the simplified form, right? Look here, the answer must be in the simplest form. Mesti dalam bentuk yang termudah sekali. Jawapan ini tadi betul, correct, but it's not the final answer. Okay, alright. So 3 over 8 minus 1 over 8 equal to 3 over 0. Is this correct? What do you think? This, the denominator is already the same. Can we minus like this? 8 minus 8 equal to 0. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. As I said previously, we cannot do operation involving fraction the same way we do equation involving whole number. Tak boleh buat sama seperti kita buat nombor bulat. Okay, so this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, salah. Jawapan ni salah. Okay. So 3 over 8 minus 1 over 8. Okay, the denominator do not change, tidak berubah, jangan ditukar, jangan ditolak. It's still the same. You have to calculate the numerator only. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. So that is the answer. Once again, this is not the final answer. It can be simplified. Boleh dimudahkan lagi dengan divide it with 2. So we have 1 over 4. Okay. Alright. Let's look at this question. Find the remainder when 2 over 7 is subtracted from 1. So you have to understand this one. Find the remainder when 2 over 7 is subtracted from 1. 2 over 7 is subtracted from 1. That means 1 minus 2 over 7. Right? So 1 here, we can also known as 7 over 7. Okay, that's why here you can see 7 over 7 equal to 1. So the denominator is the same. 7 minus 2 equal to 5. 5 over 7. Or method 2, you can use a line. Okay. Alright, next look here. Calculate the difference between 4 and 3 over 4. Okay, this one you have to look carefully. Okay, there are two methods. This is the first method. Okay, we look at this one first. Right. 4, 2 minus 3, 4 minus 2, 3 over 4. Okay. What is this one? Why 4 become 3, 4 over 4? So 4 over 4 is 1. Okay, 4 over 4 is 1. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So 3, 4 over 4 is another way of writing 4. Adalah 3, 4 per 4 ini, 3, 4 over 4 ini adalah bentuk lain untuk nombor 4. Okay, that's why it's 3, 4 over 4 day. Right. So here we can see the denominator is already the same. So we subtract the whole number. Okay, 3 minus 2, and then subtract the fraction. So we'll have 1 over 4. Right. Second method is we change this 4 into 4 over 1. So we find the common denominator, then we will have this one, calculate, and then we will have the same answer also. But the difference is this one, the step or the fraction involved is improper fraction. Right. You can also have this second method. Okay. Alright. Next one, you have this question. Okay. 6, 4 over 9 minus 2 over 9 minus 2, 7 over 9. Okay, the first method, they change the mixed number into improper fraction. Okay, they change into improper fraction. The one thing you should pay attention here is the denominator. Denominator is the same, so it's easier for you to subtract. So subtract, we have 31 over 9. Remember, I already tell you before this, do not leave the answer in improper fraction. You have to convert it into mixed number. So this is the answer, 3, 4 over 9. Okay, for the second method, okay, the second method, they did not change it into improper fraction. Okay, they use the fraction itself, mixed number itself. So here 6, 4 minus 2 over 9. Okay, this one, right? So we'll have 6, 2 minus 9. This one is stay. Okay, okay, look here. 6, 2 minus 9 equal to 2, 7 over 9. 6, 2 over 9 minus 2, 7 over 9. Okay, look at the denominator. Is it the same? Yes, so you can subtract already. Okay, do not do you do not need to find the common denominator because the denominator is already the same. But what happened here is 2 minus 7. Can it be done? 2 minus 7? No. So how to do this one? So they convert it into 6, 2 over 9 into this one. What is happening here is 6 is equal to 5, 9 over 9. 9 over 9 is equal to 1. Why we use 9 over 9? Because the denominator is 9. So we want to have the same denominator. So 6 is equal to 5, 9 over 9. 5, 9 over 9 is equal to 1. So 5 plus 1 equal to 6. So 5 over 9 is 6. This one is stay here. So then 5, 9 plus 2. So now 11 minus 7. So can be subtracted. So 11 minus 7 equal to 4. So the answer is 3, 4 over 9. Okay. This one is a little bit tricky. So you have to pay attention at this one. Okay. Right. Next one here is subtract 1 over 6 from 5, 2 over 5. Okay. This one, the denominator is not the same, so you have to find a way, or you have to find the same common denominator by using the CFA or multiplication facts. You will see that the same common denominator or the same common multiply is 30. So 5 times 6, 2 times 6, 6 times 5, 1 times 5. Calculate, then we will have the same denominator, 30. So 5 minus 1, the whole number, 12 minus 5. So we will have 4, 7 over 30. Okay, the most important thing is here is you understand the denominator is the same and how to find the common denominator. Alright, next one. This question. Okay, this question, there are 3 denominator. Both there's no the three or denominator are different. So what the first step here is they want to make sure they want to make the denominator the same. Okay, sama penyebutnya. So when we list down the CFA, we know that the lowest common multiply in the 3 multiplication or the 3 CFA is 24. So 8 times 3, 7 times 3, 2 times 12, 1 times 12. Okay, this one 3 times 4, 2 times 4. Remember when you multiply the denominator with some number, you have to also multiply the numerator with the same number also. Okay, so calculate, you will have this one, and then you will arrive at this step. Okay, this one is a tricky. So look at the denominator, 24, 24. Is it different or the same? It's the same. So we can subtract it. But the problem is here, 5 minus 12. Can it be done? 5 minus 12? No, cannot be done. So what they do here is to another way to write 2 is 1 24 over 24. Why we use 24 over 24? Because we want to have the same denominator as this one. So 24 over 24 is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So that is what they are doing here. They change this one 2 into 1 24 over 24. That is happening here, right? So 5 here is stay, will not change. So we'll have 24 plus 5. So 1 29 over 24 minus 12 over 24. Okay, the denominator is the same. So now 29 minus 12. So it can be subtracted. Then you will have your answer 17 over 24. Okay, so this one is you have to pay attention how to get the answer. Or you can use the third no, the second method. This it is by changing the mixed number into improper fraction. Change the mixed number into improper fraction. Okay, uh, it can be done also, but you have to make sure your multiplication is perfect or correct, because it involves a bigger number than the first method. Okay, melibatkan nombor yang lebih besar, and then also involve converting from improper fraction into mixed number here. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Alright. Alright, next do some quick activity. Okay, I would like you to choose which one is the same with the fraction or the question showed here. 34 over 34. Which one is the answer? Equal to? Yes, this one. 34 over 24 is equal to 1. Okay, next one. 2 34 over 34. Okay, the answer is 3. Why? 34 over 24. The 34 over 34 is equal to 1. So 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Okay. The next one. 5 7 over 7. Answer is 6. Same also. 7 is over 7 is equal to 1. 5 plus 1. 7 over 7 is equal to 1. So 6. Another one. 7. Which one is the same with 7? This one. 6 add over add. Another one. 6 5 over 5. Okay, 8 over 8 is equal to 1. 5 over 5 is also equal to 1. So it depends on which denominator that you are going to use. Okay, which denominator involved in the question that you answered uh, in the question, right? So next one, 9. Which one is showing you 9? This one, add 3 over 3, add 17 over 17, add 23 over 23. Three of them, ketiga-tiganya adalah juga cara untuk menulis 9. Okay, so it depend on you or depend on question what is the denominator involved. If the denominator involved is 17, then you will have add 17 over 17. if the denominator in the question is 23, so you can have add 23 over 23. Also, if the denominator involved is 12, for example, you can also have to add 12 over 12, right? Okay, so this is a question for today. There are 3 questions that you are going to answer. So pause the video or stop the video, try to answer these 3 questions, then you may play the video again to see the calculation or the step to answer this question, right? Okay, for question number 1, 2 4 over 7 minus 1 2 over 7. Okay, we have whole number here. Okay, you subtract whole number first, and then you do the fraction. So you have 1 4 minus 2 over 7. So the final answer is 1 2 over 7. Okay, it is a little bit easy because the denominator is already the same, right? So for question number 2, the denominator is not the same, so you have to find the common denominator. Okay, so the common denominator in 6 and 4 is 24. So 6 times 4, so the numerator also times 4. 8 times 3, the numerator also 8 times by 3, then you will have the same denominator. Okay, so 20 minus 9, so we have 11 over 24. Alright, question number 3. This one I uh, divided into 2 parts so that you can see it clearly. Okay, this is the first part. Alright, minus the whole number first, and then you minus the fraction. So we have 3 plus 1 over 4 minus 4 over 7. Okay, look here, the denominator is not the same, so we have to find the common denominator. Okay, one of the way is by uh, times the fraction, okay, with the fraction opposite of them. So 4 times 7, 1 times 7, 7 times 4, 6 times 4. So after that you will have the same denominator, 28 and 28, right? Okay, let's move to the second part. So 3 7 over 28 minus 24 over 28. Okay, done here. So denominator is already the same, but the problem here is this one, 7 minus 24. Can it be done? No. So what you are going to do is we have to change this 3 into this one. 2 28 over 28, 7 over 28. So you add up this one, it will be 235 over 28. Now 35 minus 24, so it can be subtracted, so you have the final answer 11 over 28. Okay, you got the correct answer. As I said previously earlier, you can control this video. If you do not understand, you can always watch again the video, or uh, pause, try to answer the question again and read the notes. Right, that's all for today. Okay, thank you class.